YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury on a budget, so if you're into that sort of thing, please make sure you subscribe, like the videos that you enjoy, and click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos. Today I have a wish list for you, and it's a little bit different kind of wish list, and it was I was already sort of thinking about doing something like this, but it was also kind of requested by a subscriber named Barbara Sawyer. So thank you, Barbara, for helping me decide on what kind of wish list to do. My wish list for luxury items is pretty extensive, and one idea that we had was to narrow it down, since I buy a lot of Preloved luxury, to narrow it down to one Preloved reseller. And I'm going to do Fashionphile for this one. A lot of people love Fashionphile. They have lots and lots of great merchandise, and they also have pretty good prices. I've purchased several things from them and never been disappointed. I was trying to think there. I haven't been. One of the things with Fashionphile is that it is so popular. Popular things and things with really good prices tend to sell pretty quickly. So I'm not going to link each individual item. I just have a general Fashionphile link below. So if you're interested in finding any of these items, just check out that link and search for it in their search bar, and hopefully you can still find it there. I also want to say, while I'm doing this list, since it is my wish list, if you happen to fall in love with something and want to go to Fashionphile to think about purchasing it, just want to say, don't feel like you're buying it out from under me, because I am currently saving for a bag for my birthday. So as much as I would love to buy a few pieces from this wish list, I won't be able to anytime soon, because all my money, all my extra money is going toward that birthday bag. And if you don't buy it out from under me, someone else will, so go for it. Okay, I'm going to be looking at my screen over here where I have images of all the items, and I'm going to give them to you. I couldn't come up with an order of like most to least wanted on my wish list, because the reasons for that vary a lot based on the item and the practicality, I was going to say practicalness, that's not right, of the item, and the price of the item. So what I'm going to do is just show you these in order by price, from least expensive to most expensive. And some of these are pieces that I would actually buy, and others are more dream items. You'll notice that especially when we get to the end, where there are some quite expensive things, and there's one in particular that is outrageously expensive. My Fashionphile wish list has over 100 items on it, and so we wouldn't be here all day. I just picked my top 20, so let's get started with those. The first is this Chanel pouch. It's a classic zip pouch in the iridescent green, and I just love that color. And I think Fashionphile calls it the metallic green, but I've heard it called iridescent too. And this is currently up for $895. It's on sale right now. I love that color. In my Cassie, there's a little pocket in the front where I put the flat card case from Louis Vuitton that came from a Felici. And this is similar in size and shape to that, but it's Chanel, and it has the quilting and the color and everything. It's just beautiful, and I would love to have it. But at $895, even though that's a pretty decent price for that piece, it's a little out of the range for me for a small leather good. I haven't spent that much on an SLG yet. Next on the list is a bag from Christian Louboutin. I don't think I've ever mentioned them on my channel before. It is this studded Eloise satchel. You're going to notice a few patterns in this video, and one of those is that there are a lot of black bags with silver hardware, and there are a few studded bags. I've been really into the studded movement, the studded trend. What should we call it? And Louboutin does it like no one else. I love this bag. They also have a tote I've seen a few people with. This is a beautiful little structured piece. It has that red color on the interior that Louboutin is known for. Beautiful bag, and priced very well at $925. I think the retail on this was closer to $2,000. Okay, now this is something if I wasn't saving for my birthday bag, and if you haven't missed it, I've said in previous videos that I'm not going to say what that bag is. You'll have to wait, and it'll be a surprise when I unbox it for you. But if I was not saving for that, this is a piece I would have gone into Chanel and tried to find. It is the metallic gold mock croc. I don't know that I would get this pouch or some other piece, but they have this pouch on Fashionphile right now. It is priced very high at $1,095. Retail would have been about half that, maybe a little more than half. And Fashionphile does have a reputation for having really hot items and pricing those really high. I know it turns some people off, but if it didn't work for them, if they weren't making money from it, they are a business, then they would have stopped doing it a while ago. And you also have to keep in mind with Fashionphile that after every 30 days that an item is still sitting on their website, they discount it by 10%, up to 30%, and then it might go into their outlet. You can find some really good bargains there. But this is a piece I would love to have in my collection. Next on my list, I've talked about this bag being on my wish list before, is the Givenchy Antigona in the small size, the new model with the longer strap, and I would want it in the black box leather, so the smooth leather, not the pebbled. The pebbled's pretty, I just like the box leather because I feel like it'll keep its structure better, with silver hardware, black and silver again. They have these fairly often on Fashionphile. This particular one is listed for $1,695, which is an excellent price for it. They also have this Antigona. It's the medium size, which is bigger than I want, but I'm still very tempted by it, because it's ostrich and smushy, and I don't really want smushy in the Antigona, but in this case with the ostrich and the size of it, I think it would just be gorgeous. And it's even cheaper than the other one. It's priced at $1,550. It's a great bargain indeed. Next on my list, I've talked about this bag before too. It is the Gucci Dionysus hobo bag, the one with the dogs on it. I just love the dogs. I think it's funky and cool and weird. And I also love that the whole bag is basically black and white, so you can wear it with just about anything. But then it has that Gucci green and red strap on it that makes it a little cooler too. That, like a little funkier, you know. And it still has that serpent head Dionysus thing, little emblem on the front. Another fun bag is the Loewe puzzle bag. I mentioned that recently in the tag about stealing bags from other people, that I would steal this from Carol Summer. And what I said I wanted and what I would still want is the small size in all black. But this popped up on Fashionphile the other day. It is the puzzle bag in Python, and that just really struck me. It is gorgeous. This one I think is the large size, which for me would be too big, but I did want to let you guys know about it because it's beautiful and maybe one of you would like that size, and the price is amazing. It's only $1,890, which for a Python bag and such a cool bag, it's a pretty good price for that bag. Okay, the next bag is the one that is giving me the most trouble because it's really making me want to buy it and forego my birthday bag for this instead, because I really love so many things about it. It is the Chanel Coco Pleats flap bag, and I don't know if I've seen one of these before. Maybe I have and just not paid attention to it, but this particular one is the black and silver again. The price is amazing. For Chanel, it's $1,895. It's something I could totally just go out and buy right now, except that I'm saving for my birthday bag, and if I bought this I wouldn't be able to get the other one. But it's really tempting me, So here's the front of it. It's got the quilting. It's not the poofy quilting like on the flat bags, you know, the classic flap and the reissue. It's a little bit flatter. It does look like it has a little bit of poofing, is that the right word, in the quilting, but it has the chain strap, but then it also, like on my Chanel tote, it has the leather strap at the top, which is very comfortable, really nice. And then I also like that it has that CC logo. I'm a big fan of the CCs at the front. I like the reissue too that doesn't have that, but I really like the CCs, and you'll see that in a few other pieces that I have to show you here. I also got a mod shot to show you so you can get an idea of what size this is. I mean, it's a gorgeous Chanel bag, under $1,800. It has everything I like about the classic flap, but it isn't so structured. It's more smushy. I usually like a smushier bag. I also like structured bags. And here's the interior. I mean, it's got everything going for it. The only thing I see that it doesn't have is a back pocket, but like, who cares when you've got the rest of that going on? It's beautiful. I think somebody's gonna snatch that one up pretty quickly at that price. It's What a deal. The next bag is also a deal. I'm always surprised when I find one of these under $2,000. It is the Chanel GST, the Grand Shopping Tote. And this one's only $1,895. It's the black and silver. Gorgeous. The next bag, personally I wouldn't buy this one, but it has some things that I really like about it. It is the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis in Empreinte, in a color they call papyrus, like a beige color. What I would do instead is buy the Coach Cassie in this color, but to my knowledge, that color has not been released in the Cassie in the United States yet. I saw a photo somewhere on Instagram, I don't remember who posted it, where they had this bag, the Coach Cassie, in this color overseas somewhere, like in Asia, but I'm just waiting for the Cassie to come out. Meanwhile, if you don't want the Cassie and you want the Vuitton in that color, there it is. I don't see that one pop up very often. Next is another Louis Vuitton bag. I saw a woman in the Louis Vuitton store one of the last times I was there with a bag this color. I don't remember if it was this particular bag or not, but it's another Empreinte bag. It is the Louis Vuitton Ponthio, how do you pronounce that? In the color khaki, which is this like forest green sort of color. If you watch my channel, you know I have a capsule wardrobe, and this darker olive greenish color is my accent color in my wardrobe. So this would fit very nicely. I've been feeling like I need a luxury bag in a dark green lately. I've been looking at a few of them, and this one is gorgeous. Okay, here's another one with studs. The Louis Vuitton Montaigne. This is the BB size, and it is studded. Beautiful, gorgeous. The Montaignes are pretty expensive. Retail, this one is priced at $2,245, which sounds like a good price to me based on what I know about the Montaignes, and especially since this one is studded. And here's a close-up of the studs for you. It's just gorgeous. Now this is one I'd never seen before. I don't think I'd seen that Montaigne before either. This is a Chanel boy bag. Fashionphile is calling it crystal embossed. And at first I was thinking it had crystals on it, but I couldn't find them. No, it's just the sort of diamond shape on that's embossed on it. That's why they call it crystal embossed. I'm not a Chanel boy kind of gal. I think it's a beautiful bag. I just don't find it particularly functional. And I know that based on a dupe that I got from Amazon. I'll link that below too if I can find it, if you're interested, or I'll link my Amazon shop. You can go to the Chanel section and find the dupes there. And like I've said before, getting the dupes is really helpful if you're thinking about one of these high-end bags but you're not sure if it'll work for you. I have really figured out some of these bags, whether they'll work for me or not based on the dupes. So this one, the boy, does not work for me. However, I would consider it for this bag. It is so gorgeous. What they're calling the crystal embossing looks Art Deco to me, which I love. I love geometric, structured, and squishy. I'm all over the place. They are asking $2,695 for this bag, which again sounds like a really good price to me based on what I know about Chanel boy prices, especially such an unusual one like this. All right, one of the things that I have thought about getting, because I do love these Chanel flap bags, is one of these vintage Chanel flaps. This is a jumbo size, and I love that this has the big in-your-face CC logo, and it has that little imprinted dot on the top of one of the C's. Based on what I've heard, it means that the gold is actually gold plated. It's not just some gold colored metal. One thing that holds me back a little bit with these vintage bags is that the quilting, the puffiness has gone away and it's kind of indented, and I'm not sure whether I like that or not. I haven't made up my mind. I know it's just part of it for that bag, part of the character. Kind of on the fence about it. What do you guys think about that? Are you cool with that puffiness being away since you know it's a vintage bag and you know that just happens? Or does it really turn you off where you wouldn't want one? And what do you think of the giant CC in your face logo too? I happen to love it. Fashionphile is asking $2,695 for this bag. I don't know if that's a good price or not because I don't know the market. I haven't been pricing these vintage bags. Sounds pretty decent to me. Is it? Let me know. Okay, this is a bag I would never get because it's so not practical for me. It's way too small for me, but the color is what kills me. This is a Chanel mini square flat bag, and it's in that iridescent metallic green. They're asking $4,095 for this. I don't know what retail is on these, but I know they're expensive. So way too small for me, but would I love a bag in that color? Yes, I would. Next up is the Chanel Maxi. If I was to get a classic flap, it would have to be the jumbo or the maxi. I need a big bag that'll hold a lot. I know they tend to be kind of heavy, but it might be worth throwing my back out for. This one looks to be in incredible condition, and it is $4,495, which, based on what I know about Chanel prices on these new bags, is a pretty good price. All right, now this one is also tempting me, even though I'm not gonna have this kind of money anytime soon to throw at a bag, but this is a bargain. The Hermes Kelly, this is a 35. It's in a smooth leather. It's gotten a little smushy, which I love. This bag is structured and smushy, which I think really works together. One of the best things about this bag is the price. An Hermes Kelly under $5,000. Fashionphile is asking $4,750. I don't know how nobody's bought it yet, but it is sitting there waiting for me to get rich. Okay, now here's a dream bag. It is just stunning. The Chanel Mini Coco handle in this iridescent metallic blue-green kind of teal turquoise color. Oh my God. Especially with that gold hardware that really pops. I have no idea what these retail for. I'm sure they're quite expensive. The Fashionphile price is also expensive, but it might be a bargain compared to retail. I'm not sure. They're asking $4,995 for this. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, now here is the creme de la creme, another Hermes Kelly, but this one is an alligator, black with gold hardware, stunning, very structured, and the retail price, wait for it, is only $45,000. That's right. And it's a mini size, a $45,000 phone holder. You might even be able to fit your ID and debit card, maybe. Now the last item on the list here, I don't have a price for because it sold a while back, but I keep it on my Fashionphile wish list because I love it so much and I want to remember it so that I can look for it occasionally. And this is a Chanel reissue. I think it sold around $2,000-ish, maybe a little less, like $1,800. And what I love about this, can you guess, is the studs. It is just beautiful. This is the 226 size. It's in a metallic, sort of silver gunmetal kind of color. Really beautiful combination. I wouldn't have to have that color combination, but having a flat bag from Chanel with the studs on it, dreamy. What are the top items on your Fashionphile wish list? Put that in the comment section below and I'd be very interested to hear what you've been dreaming about. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Have a fantastic day. Bye.